I hate being called a pop star. I hate that. And
that's why I don't like calling her the queen of pop, guys.
No, I mean, I guess since my original training was with
more accurate.
Was dancing, so I think of myself primarily as a dancer.
But performance artist is pretty good. It covers
I like that because it covers everything. Before you're famous, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and you don't know until you're in the middle of it what you've sort of asked for.
What's the worst thing about it?
The worst thing about being famous?
The lack of privacy.
I think it's what everybody says, the lack of privacy and the idea that you're not really allowed to make mistakes and everything that you do is viewed.
What is going on, you guys? Hello and happy Madonna Monday. I actually don't remember what we reacted to last week for Madonna Monday, but I'm going to have it on the screen. I'm going to beg you please to go watch it because I don't think it did very well view-wise, but regardless, it was a blast. I know that it was. You know why? You know why I know it was a blast, even if I don't remember what it was? Because it's Madonna. Because she is the greatest living legend to ever walk this realm, this existence, and this life. I am honored, even if I wasn't there at the beginning, shaking my tits and smiling while Madonna sang her first debut single, Everybody. At least I'm here now, smiling and cheering on the goddess of music. And today on this day, we are going to be watching her 1999 CNN interview with, I don't know who did the interview, actually I don't know why I said with, but it's her 1999 CNN interview. And I also wanted to take a look, because yesterday was International Women's Day, I wanted to take a look at her Instagram post, which I thought was actually very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very cool. She said, on International Women's Day, I am honoring so many incredible women who have influenced and shaped culture, who have persevered against all odds and changed the world. RESPECT. Respect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't care what you say. I don't like Madonna. It's not my kind of music. That's fine. You cannot ever for a moment not say she is the most impactful living legend in this life. Throughout her 40+ year career, she has done nothing but excel at being her authentic self, and I think it's just phenomenal, and I love her, and she is my favorite artist. Lana Del Rey and Kesha, my girl Kesha, right behind. That's true. I love them. They saved my life as a little gay boy. But Madonna, she is saving my life every day right now because I'm thinking it will get better. It will get better. And I believe that. I uploaded a very fun Sunday vlog. I'm going to have that on the screen really quick. Please don't click off the video. We're going to start the reaction to this interview very quickly. But if you want to check that out, it is a very funny video. I promise you will laugh. In the meantime, here we go.
Tonight, Madonna live for the full hour and your phone calls next on Larry King Live.
Larry King. I love her laughing during that. She's so cute. How beautiful.
Special treat tonight, an hour with Madonna. If we have to tell you who she is, you have severe problems. How did you get that name?
You have severe
Why are you
problems.
a one-name person?
Well, I was born with that name. I was named after my mother.
So beautiful.
I guess when I started making records, Madonna Ciccone seemed too long and complicated, and I just got stuck with Madonna.
What age did that start?
The one name deal? I guess when I was about 23. So I had two names until the age of 23.
But it took a lot of guts, right, to call yourself one name, making a first record?
No, it seemed completely natural. I thought that it means so many things that I just felt like it was a very good stage name, and everybody actually thought that it was a theatrical name that I took on. So
it works, obviously.
Yeah,
right.
It's a name to live up to.
Were you a
singing
definitely
is
kid?
A name to live up to. And now
were you a
it's
kid were you in a glee club?
a name everyone knows.
I was more of a dancing kid than a singing kid. I mean, I sang in school choirs and I sang in school musicals, but I was much more interested in dancing than singing.
What happened with it? You still dance, right? Dance is part of the act.
Absolutely, but when I left Michigan and I came to New York, that was my goal, to be a professional dancer. And I sort of fell into singing by accident, in a way. Well, I danced in a lot of
How did I not
companies
know
in New York
that?
for years and realized that I was going to be living a hand-to-mouth existence for the rest of my life.
Companies meaning Broadway shows,
Oh,
Guild.
no, modern dance.
Oh, troops.
Yeah, modern dance. And, there's just, it was a really hard living. And so then I decided to start going to like off-Broadway auditions and Broadway auditions, mostly as a dancer. And I started singing. I had to sing for the auditions. And then, people would hear me sing and they'd say, hey, your voice isn't bad. And I'd say, oh, really? I mean, I never had any training. I never wanted to be a singer. That's not how I started out.
Would you rather have been?
A dancer?
Yeah.
No, I'm
In
quite happy
retrospect.
with the way things have turned out. I mean,
Wasn't dance paid as well?
I'm glad that it turned out this way because as a singer, I can use all of my dance training, and
Right.
I
Best
think
of both
that
worlds.
singing is much more of an emotional expression.
Are you a singer who dances and acts, or are you an actor who sings and dances? Who are you?
I don't know.
What are you? How do you think of yourself first?
That's hard to say. I mean, I think of myself as a performance artist. I hate being called a pop star. I hate that.
That's why I don't like calling her the queen of pop, guys. I call her
No,
the
I mean,
goddess
I
of
guess since
music.
my original training
it's much more
was
respectful and
with
it's more accurate.
was dancing, so I think of
100%
myself primarily
right.
as a
I don't like
dancer.
calling her that, ever. I know
But
that.
performance
It's so
artist is
weird
pretty
to
good.
me.
Covers
Yeah, I
the
like
line.
that because it covers everything.
Covers acting, certainly.
Covers everything, and we have to act all the time, don't we?
Have you? Yeah, don't we? Have you enjoyed all the fame you've gotten? Obviously, you wanted it, right? You don't choose this business without wanting to be well known, one would think. I don't want to presume that.
That's
Did you?
true. You don't. But on the other hand, before you're famous, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and you don't know until you're in the middle of it what you've sort of asked for.
What's the worst thing about it?
The worst thing about being famous?
The lack of
I think
privacy.
I think it's what everybody says, the lack of privacy and the,
Word for word.
the idea that you're
Wow.
not really allowed to make mistakes and everything that you do
It's
is
true, though.
viewed under a microscope.
So therefore, do you hide,
Well,
as, say, Mr. Presley did?
he hid? He hid?
Well, he hid. Jackie Gleason told him, don't hide or you're going to be lonely. Go out on it. Go out.
Oh, no,
go
I
out.
don't hide. I
this
definitely
was
don't hide. I
so
mean, I go out. I go for walks. I go to the theater. No, I just.
Do you like or not like being recognized?
I want this interview
If I have a pimple, I
redone
don't want to be recognized.
with the
I
same
mean, really, it
questions. That'd
depends
be
on the mood
awesome.
I'm in. Sometimes you want to go for a
don't think
walk. You
Larry's
don't want to be
alive, though.
watched. You just want to be
R.I.P., that's very
anonymous
sad.
and blend in. Especially when I travel, I feel that way because I can't really go out and see a city the way other people can, and I miss out on a lot.
You can't be a tourist.
Yeah. I like to be the watcher, not the watchee.
What's the best thing about it?
Free clothes.
You get free clothes.
Yeah. It's great.
Designers give you clothes so that you'll wear it to the...
Of course they do.
To
Grammys.
everything. To this interview.
They gave you this.
Yeah, I'm wearing this,
She said, look at
free
this.
Gucci leather jacket.
Gucci and my
And to
Gucci.
Gucci, that's worth it.
Yeah, but it's a privilege, it's a perk. It comes with, the territory, but
That is so awesome.
it's like we work the clothes.
Were
Right.
you a poor kid?
I won't say that we were poor, but I would say we were lower middle class. And I come from a really big family, and
8 children.
just 8 children.
You're the oldest?
No, I'm the oldest girl, and I have 2 older brothers.
Do you like big family?
Yeah, I do. Do I want to have 8 children? No.
No. The best thing about you growing up, you didn't have a lot of money. What I'm getting to in dealing with money is, what's it like to not have needs financially, where you can buy anything you see in the store?
Well, the thing is, I have such a sort of puritanical middle-class upbringing that I still don't really go shopping and buy anything I want. I'm just too reserved for that.
You still stop on a page if it says sale?
No, I'm not into like things on sale. I don't go to the sale rack, but I'm also I'm you
I
know,
do.
I wouldn't say
That's your
I'm
only
decadent
place,
in my
actually.
spending. I'm careful.
Even though you can spend it, you
Yeah,
don't spend
I kind of forget that I have money sometimes.
Wow.
it. You've had an unusual life.
I've had an incredible life.
Incredible, yeah.
Truly blessed.
On the basis of it, it's much more pluses than minuses.
Absolutely. I mean, we were talking about fame earlier, and, you know, there are bad things about it, but I wouldn't trade my life for anyone's.
The marriage
So
to Sean
beautiful.
Penn, it got so much attention. And knowing him, he didn't like that.
No.
Did you like it? You were in the tabloids every other day.
No, I didn't like the attention that, you know, the focus on the state of our marriage. I
He's
like
kinda
attention
cute, but
when
I
it's
feel
about
like what
work.
a dick, right?
But
Is that
not about
horrible? That's my
relationships.
opinion.
And
That's
he
how I
didn't
feel.
like it
No,
either.
he hated it.
Are you friends?
Yes, we are.
Was it,
They're still friends.
are you
That's
happy
beautiful.
for how his career's gone?
Oh yeah, I think he's an incredible actor, and I think he's done very well. And I'm honored to know him.
That's beautiful.
So that part of your life, while it may not have ended the way you like, was it a plus if you look back and say, I'm glad I had that experience? Some people would, some people wouldn't.
No, I learned a lot, and you know, while it is. Oh, I'm not supposed to move my arm.
No, only if you move your arm, we hit the mic off the new Gucci leather.
Of course, it makes so much noise. It's Gucci leather. No,
Gucci leather.
you know, the thing is, I learned a lot. He's an incredible human being. He's intelligent. He's talented. And even though, you know, things didn't work out for us in terms of our marriage, I don't regret
They're
marrying
still
him
friends.
for a moment.
That's beautiful.
How about being a mother?
I certainly don't regret that.
I mean, is it all you thought it would be?
It's more than what I thought it would be.
Now, the press, and I hate this, they all refer to it, you were out looking for someone, you would deliberately wanted to pick a father, was almost like, was any of that true?
Absolutely not. I
People are so
had a
creepy.
relationship for 2 years with Carlos before I got pregnant, and I was madly in love with him, and it's a ludicrous accusation. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's, you know, it's not fair. It's not fair to me, and it's not fair to him.
And is he a good father?
He's an excellent father.
Sees the child, that's his dad, that's her daddy.
Oh, yes.
What do you like best about motherhood? You had it late, right? You were 37.
38, actually, when I gave birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do I like best about it?
That's crazy. How awesome.
Just, I mean, every day I'm in complete wonderment of her, and I love being woken up in the morning. I love her coming in the room and kissing me and waking me up. I love looking into her eyes. I love watching her grow. I love watching her absorb life around her.
And become the woman.
Yeah,
That's
you
so
see
beautiful.
her, she's rather pretty.
Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous, if I do say so.
But you also have a life of flying here, flying there,
Yeah.
being on stage,
Yeah.
being the
well,
man. I mean,
so far she goes everywhere I go.
what are you going
And
to do when she goes to school?
Well, I'm going to stay in one place. And I'm going to work from, you know, when she's in school, starting at the age of 4, I'm not going to travel while she's in school. And if, you know, if they have to go somewhere for a weekend or something like that, I would leave her. But I don't want to take her out of school, and I don't want to be away from her for any extended period of time.
Is she going through terrible twos?
Yeah, lots of tantrums.
There's only two of those photos?
Yes. She has two
That's crazy.
She has two things that she sort of like, if she can't have, she throws herself on the floor and starts.
So we give it to her, or don't we?
No, we don't give it to
That's
her.
Midwest, we don't give it to her.
No, we
Jews,
do.
we give it to her.
Really?
What else?
He said
Why would
Jews.
vote
You
no?
can't. That's not good. Then they
Yeah,
want.
my wife tells me that's not good. But how do you not? How do you not? A child is pleading for something.
Because you have to. I mean, you have to have discipline. You have to teach them discipline. You have to show them who's in charge. If you give in to them every time, they're going to run your life. Come on, Larry.
Isn't it hard not to, though? Truth. Especially when you get a little old. I don't mean 38
Listen,
years
I'll
old.
give in when she says she wants a piece of sugarless gum. Okay, then I'll say yes. But you know,
Sugarless
she
gum.
can't watch TV, and
She can't watch TV?
no, she won't be watching this interview.
Why can't she watch? She
Because
can't watch.
Because I don't want her to get addicted to it. Kids get addicted to it. They become mesmerized.
Barney?
They stop using. No. There's no Barney in her life.
No Barney.
No.
Not that big pink fuck. Oh,
That's
purple
like
is
me.
purple, isn't
No,
it?
it's not. I didn't watch
mean.
TV when I grew up. She likes to read. She uses her imagination. She's very verbal. She has an incredible memory. All those things I don't think she would have if she watched TV all the
Do
time.
you ever feel when you see Barney or hear about him that you're depriving her? I'm only kidding.
Oh, I don't get it. That big purple thing? I
That
don't
big
get it.
purple thing. That's
Neither
what I'm
I.
saying.
It's a big purple
Is it
thing.
a purple thing? Right, I can't remember.
Yeah,
Is it a
it's a
yellow
big
thing?
purple.
No, that's Big
Yellow.
Bird. Okay.
Big bird.
We'll be back with more of Madonna. You learn
This is
something
a
new every
very
night on
cute
this show. Don't go
interview.
away.
This is actually very
And when
cool.
people think of Madonna, they think of lots of things: singer, actress, talent. They also think sex. And that was something you
Oh,
promoted.
did you see her
didn't
raising
you?
her eyebrow?
I mean, you wrote a book about it.
That was so cute.
Well, I didn't write a book about sex. I wrote a book I published a book that basically
I want
sort
that
of
sex book so bad, guys.
an ironic, tongue-in-cheek, sticking my tongue out at society.
I want a copy
Photo
of it
essay.
so
Take that.
bad.
So there.
Well, it worked, obviously. It sold and people reacted
And
to
it
it.
pissed off a lot of people too.
Yeah.
A
What
lot
did it
of
do? Did it
people.
affect your career at all?
I would do anything for
Well,
a copy of that
probably.
book.
I mean, everything I've done has affected my career.
And negatively. Do you think people said, boy, you sure shouldn't have done that?
Yeah, I think that there were a lot of people that were freaked out about it. Yeah.
What about your daughter when she
There is
grows
her
up and
eating,
gets to see
eating
it?
a guy's ass in the book, which I think
Well,
is
she sees
so
her
iconic.
naked body almost every day. I don't think she's going to be freaked out about it.
You don't think it would bother her?
No, not at all. And besides, if you really read it, and you know me, and you know my sense of humor, it's not meant to be. It was never meant to be this like, oh, this is the hottest book of the most incredible sexual fantasies. That's not what it was meant to be.
It was a
I've
parody in
never
a sense?
read it.
Yeah, it was
I
meant
didn't
to
know
be
it was
tongue in
meant to
cheek.
be read.
And
I need a copy.
you know, I think she'll understand it. I'll explain it to her.
The thing that you're always linked with many men, do you
so
like
cute.
that, like famous men? People think of you and they think of Dennis Rodman and Warren Beatty and...
I've gone out with as many not famous men as famous men.
Oh, but do you like that linking? Is that you're very involved in making it. Is that good for the career, that to be known that you're out with someone famous?
I didn't need any of those people to help my career, and quite frankly, I don't think they did. I think that everything I've done on my own. You know, sometimes you can say to yourself, well, it's easier to be
right.
with someone who's famous because they're not freaked out about having their picture taken, and
Yeah.
they're not freaked out about, you know, being written about and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's hard for everybody, and you know, famous or not,
100%.
it's difficult to be in a relationship with anyone that's in the entertainment business.
Do you want to marry?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Why?
Well, because sometimes I ask myself, what does marriage mean? What is it exactly? What's the point of it? It seems like a really
I want to
Nice
that.
tradition, though. Isn't it? If it's just a tradition of bonding. And
I certainly am a romantic, and I believe in true love, and I, you know, and the whole, you know, finding your soulmate and all of those things. But I just don't know
Fantasy.
the whole marriage thing. I mean, what's the point of it?
you
Really?
don't see a point.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm really conflicted because there's a part of me that thinks that it is like a sacred ritual and a beautiful tradition, and then there's a part of me that thinks that it came from a time when it was a contract that sort of a woman entered into when a woman wasn't capable of taking care of herself and she needed a man to take care of her, and so I have a lot of mixed feelings about it.
The Catholic part of you, though, probably wants to, right? I mean, you
Catholic part of me, and I do have an old-fashioned part of me, the romantic part of me, but
It's not that. Supposing you met someone, you fell in love, and he wanted to get married.
well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Good answer. We'll be right back with more Madonna. We'll be taking your phone
More
calls later.
Madonna.
So are you interested in politics, by the way?
Oh, yes, very.
Of
Do you
course
support
she
candidates?
is.
Are you outspoken?
To a certain extent. I mean, you know, when I'm interviewed, or I certainly support President Clinton.
What do you feel he's getting?
The short end of the stick? Yeah.
Right. But he caused it, though, didn't he?
Well, he caused it.
Well, I mean, no act, no follow-up.
Well, that's true to a certain extent, but I mean, you know, he's not the first president to have, you know, an adulterous relationship. So,
For sure.
I think it's a combination of his behavior and, you know, the
Humanity. It's
lynch mob mentality of the Republican Party. You know?
Are you surprised that the public is in his corner?
No, not at all.
Speaking the
Because
truth.
we're supposed to be very puritanical about sex.
Well, we're not, are we? And thank God. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that, you know,
God, I love her.
you know,
Holy
whether you
fuck.
think he did the right thing or the wrong thing or whatever, I think most people just want to get on with things and, you know, let's get back to the important issues. And I think people are really sick of it.
The movies. Enjoy doing films?
Yes, I do.
Like stage too? I saw you do. Have you done other stage other than...
I did 2 plays. I did a David Mamet play and I did a David Ray play, and I loved doing both of them, and I'd love to do another play. I think
I would
performing
love
live
to
is
see her plays.
far superior to filming. Absolutely.
So you'd
whether
rather
you're-
be in the
Could I
theater?
react to her
Yeah,
film, her
I would actually.
plays, guys?
Was Evita difficult?
Oh.
Love
Yes,
Evita.
that's an
I've never seen it, but the
Because-
soundtrack.
Oh, it
Crowd
was difficult.
scenes.
It was difficult on every level. It was difficult because we were, you know, filming
So much to see from
in
Madonna
Argentina,
Monday.
and we were making a
So
movie
much.
about a person that was a very controversial political figure. So there were, you know, mob scenes about people who didn't want us to make the movie, and mob scenes about people who wanted us to make the movie, and then the, you know, and then, you know, the heat and the thousands of extras, and, you know, we were moving around the world to different continents, and I was pregnant, and, you know, it was a long shoot, and we were making
An
a
epic.
musical. I mean,
Was it tougher that it was kind of an opera? There was
Yeah.
no spoken word in there.
Not really, no. And it was, I think, you know, I think that Alan really was, you know, we were all doing something and we weren't sure what we were doing in a
Alan.
way. Alan Parker, yeah. I mean, I think everyone believed in what we were doing and everyone was really passionate about it, but no one's ever done a movie like that before, so it was a risk.
Were you surprised at how well Banderas sang?
I was
The
very
song
surprised.
"You Must Love Me"
He has a
from,
lovely
from
voice.
that movie, right?
Did you like working
Play,
with him?
isn't it?
I loved working with him.
Love
He's
that
great.
song.
He really
So
is.
beautiful.
Good friend?
Yes, great actor,
Lana
great
Del Rey
singer,
did the cover of
charming
this.
man, very generous.
Gorgeous. Not as good as the original.
Yeah,
but still
he's
good.
great.
You did another movie that everybody that I know liked that didn't do well.
Which one?
The Murder, where you were the murderess.
The what?
You were a murderer.
Oh, I think I've been a murderess in a couple of
No,
movies.
with
Oh yeah, Body of Evidence.
Body of Evidence with
Yeah.
Willem
What? All
Dafoe
these movies
and
I've never seen any
And
of them.
Ray.
And no, wait a minute. My co-star in Speed the Plow.
That's
oh God, Joe
crazy.
Mantegna.
Joe Mantegna.
Yeah, he's great too.
So films you would be secondary to theater though. I just want to.
Well, just in terms of the enjoyment factor of doing it. But you know, I would love to make another great film. I haven't made a movie since I did Evita because I haven't really found something that I was as passionate about. But I am going to make a movie in a couple of months.
Dick Tracy fun.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun for sure.
Dick Tracy.
I had a really
was
good
such
time
a
on that.
hottie.
And you like Warren.
I do indeed.
Me too. We'll be back. Not in the same way. Yeah.
Maybe in the same
Maybe
way.
in the same way. We'll be back. We're going to include your phone calls from Madonna. Don't go away.
Oh my God, we're gonna hear phone calls. That's
We're back
so
with Madonna.
cool.
We're going to go to your calls momentarily. She's our guest for the full hour. Her album, Ray of Light, has already gone triple platinum. It's included in the Album of the Year and Record of the Year as well for the Grammys. She has 6 Grammy nominations, and she will sing Ray of Light as the opening number
I still don't
at the
think I've
Grammys in
heard
February. She's on the
every
cover of
track
the
on that
latest
album,
edition
which
of
is
Harper's
crazy.
Bazaar magazine with her new look, that of a geisha. Is that the way you describe this? Is this a geisha look?
Geisha?
Geisha.
Yeah, inspired by.
Do you,
Stunning.
looking at all the pictures and the videos, you go through lots of changes, right?
Yeah,
Why?
why not?
I mean, most people change, but not dramatic. You go dramatic.
Life
Well,
is
that's why I like
short.
to call myself a performance artist, because what I do is I sort of like just collect ideas, you know, whether it's paintings or or film or literature or a character in history. I like to sort of appropriate things, and I don't know.
So you'll get tired of this in a while? Is tired a good word? You look in the mirror and say, I don't like this anymore. I want to be blonde. I want to be Hillary.
Hillary?
She changed
No. Does she change her hair a lot?
She does.
Well, she doesn't have the, I mean,
Hillary.
because I'm an artist, I feel like, you know, I mean, I have a lot more
She
freedom
changed her hair a lot?
do whatever I want, be whatever I
But
want.
I mean, is it ever a whim? Do you ever just look in the mirror and say, changing today?
Yes, I do that all the time. Absolutely. And, you know, after you get you make several videos, you know, you see yourself on TV, you do several photo shoots, you kind of get sick of it. You have to move on.
Let's include some calls from Madonna Cleveland. Hello.
Hi, Madonna. I was wondering, what do you see
Cleveland,
yourself,
Ohio?
or what do you see yourself doing in 10 years?
That's
Everybody
where
asks me that question.
live.
Yeah, what are you at 50? What are you going to do at 50?
Well, I hope. Well, I hope that I'm.
65.
You know, I'd like to have more children. So, hopefully, I will be enjoying my family.
Aw.
And I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I'll be an actress. I'm sure I'll be writing music. Who knows? Maybe I'll have an art gallery. I have
Do
no
you
idea.
see yourself playing character roles?
Yeah. Yes,
That's so
absolutely.
cool.
Which would not bother you at all, not to be the femme fatale.
The femme
No, not at all.
fatale. Who would mind that?
No effect.
Well, I mean, what's
I
wrong
mean-
with a character role?
No, but there's some people always want to assume that being the lovely part. And
Well, I'm not always going to be lovely. Let's just face that fact.
we do age.
Yes,
Why
we
did you
do.
name your daughter Lourdes?
For
That's a
several
place,
reasons.
right?
Well, yeah, Lourdes is a city in France, and it's a city of healing. There are healing waters there. It's a place where miracles occur. So, for that reason, because she was a miracle, and is a miracle, but also
How beautiful.
we call her Lourdes, and that she's half Cuban. That's a very popular Cuban name. So,
Oh, really? So in Cuba, it's common to have the child.
yeah.
What's her nickname? Lordy?
No, Lola. Lola, I know. How did we get
That
that?
don't make any sense.
Well, because I was
That
also a
doesn't
big
make
fan
any
of that
sense.
name, Lola.
Whatever Lola wants,
Lola doesn't.
doesn't get.
Yeah, that's exactly. No, well, Lola Montez. Have you ever heard of her?
No.
She's a famous. Well, she was an infamous woman. She brought down the king of Bavaria. You never heard of Lola Montez?
When did she do this?
In the 1700s.
Wow.
She
An early Lewinsky.
no.
No.
She was no. Come on now.
I'm only kidding.
She was a dancer. She had some skills. No, but she was by birth she was Irish, and she married. It's a long story, but it's a very interesting story. There's a movie called Lola Montez that you should rent and watch. It's pretty fascinating.
should rent.
But she completely reinvented herself, and because she married this guy in India. Her parents married her off at a
So
young
you were
age.
leaning toward naming your child Lola?
Well, I loved that name, and I loved the name Lourdes. So I named her Lourdes, and I call her Lola. So go figure.
Now tell me about Kabbalah,
What do you want to know?
how your interest began in it. This is a, now I'm
The
Jewish,
mystical- it
and
is
I
the-
don't remember anything learning about it when I was a kid growing
Because
up.
they don't teach the Kabbalah well, it is considered traditionally the only people that are supposed to learn the Kabbalah are men, and they have to be over the age of 42. So,
How
because that is
creepy.
considered,
this
Religion is so creepy.
Sect of the Orthodox.
yeah, traditionally. But, I mean, its roots are in Orthodox Judaism. But I think historically, I think a group of rabbis and scholars broke away and said, look, if this information is so enlightening and so important and can help other people, why are we limiting to teaching it just to men, Jewish men, who are past the
Yeah,
age of
for
42?
real, that's bizarre.
So people, teachers, started kind of branching out and opening up centers. And
What attracted you?
a friend of mine who's Jewish but who isn't very religious was going to these classes, and she kept coming back and telling me about them and telling me about this great charismatic rabbi and these great stories, these fables that he would tell, and how moving they were. And I could never, I sort of went in one ear and out the other, and I could never figure out what she was talking about. And so finally, out of curiosity, I went to a class in Los Angeles. I was about 6.5 months pregnant, and I was very moved by it. And it didn't really matter that I was, raised a Catholic or wasn't Jewish, and I felt very comfortable, and I liked being anonymous in a classroom environment, and
That's really cool.
it was nice learning.
So do you feel now you are an
honorary Jew?
honorary Jew, or are you, is there a term for are you a Kabbalan?
I'm a Kabbalist. Yes, I'd like to. I mean, there is definitely a Kabbalistic approach to life, or a Kabbalistic point of view. But it's not different than a lot of other teachings. I mean, I've studied Hinduism, I studied Buddhism, Taoism.
You believe in a
Catholicism.
supreme being?
Absolutely. But I also believe that all paths lead to God.
We'll be right back with more of Madonna, more of your phone calls. Don't go away. We're back with Madonna, Houston, Texas. Hello.
Yes, Madonna. I just wanted to ask you, for all that you've done and accomplished, how would you like to be remembered, or what legacy would you like to leave behind?
I would like to be
question to
remembered
ask.
as
Oh my
a good
God.
mother,
Aww.
first and foremost.
Not a bad idea. Lawrence, Kansas. Hello.
Hi, Madonna. I was just wondering, what do you find to be your biggest challenge in being a single mother?
That's a very good question.
Wow.
A lot of people face it.
My biggest challenge was, really just balancing my life and finding time to, spend enough time with my daughter and really be there for her whenever she needs me, and also to make myself happy and in my career and continue working and run my businesses, continue, nurture my friendships, have a relationship, just that juggling, that
It is a daily juggle, is it?
unbelievable.
Are there times you say, I wish there were a man
Yes.
here all the time?
Oh, yes. There are lots of times where I just want to go, I want to hand the baby off to somebody,
Do you think it's harder to get a man involved when you have a child? The man might say,
No.
no, we don't have to throw a male benefit for you, right, to get guys interested.
Oh,
You don't need help.
No.
No. Tampa, Florida.
Get them
Hello.
interested.
Hi, Madonna.
Hi.
My question is, who were your musical and dance influences when you were growing up?
My musical influences, wow,
We
they
know that.
ranged from Karen Carpenter to the Supremes
Love the Carpenters.
to Led Zeppelin. And those are my musical influences. And dance, Martha Graham, Rudolph Nureyev.
Were you a good ballet dancer?
No,
Love the
I wasn't.
Carpenters.
I mean, I was a good dancer, but the problem is that to be a really good ballet dancer, you have to start when you're 7 or 8. And I didn't start ballet till I was 12 or 13, which is considered over the hill, really. I was a good dancer, but
When you see like an old Fred Astaire movie and he's dancing with Ginger Rogers, do you say to yourself,
heaven.
I could do that?
I can do that.
That's your kind of, you could dance.
Absolutely. No
So
problem.
if Astaire were around now, you'd dance with him.
I'd be dancing on the walls.
We'll be back with more of Madonna on Larry King Live. Before we take another call, is this the most Grammys you've ever been nominated
How
for?
many more? How much
Definitely.
And
longer?
the biggest Grammys you've ever. You
6
won
more
one
minutes.
Grammy years ago, right?
I won a Grammy, but it wasn't really record related. It was more like a long form video or something.
How many Grammys did she win
nervous?
from this year? I wonder, guys. Tell me in the comments
I'm nervous
below.
about performing. I'm not nervous about the whole award thing. I mean, I'm excited. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Your friend Rosie's the MC. So
Yes, I'm very happy about that.
You're the opening act,
Yeah.
right? Does
Yeah.
that give you a little more pressure?
That's a good slot, the opening act. That's good.
They're all watching then.
Yeah.
All right. When they open up the card, they open up the envelope.
Yeah.
Truth. You expect to win?
I'm not saying. I don't want to jinx myself.
All right. Who's the one you worried about the most?
Who's my...
If you couldn't vote for you, who would you vote for? Album of the year.
Oh, that's a tough one.
What other album came out?
Tell me what the nominees are.
I don't know. I don't have them in front of me.
Probably Lauryn Hill. She's my competition, I think, and she's amazing.
For record of the year too.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia, for Madonna. Hello.
Hello, Madonna. If your daughter Lourdes was old enough, would you allow her to work as an intern in the White House under Bill Clinton?
If she was old enough?
What a weird
Absolutely.
question.
Especially
Wow.
now, right? You'd be safe. Is that what you would figure?
Oh well, my
Well-
daughter would never. My daughter would just never get involved with a married man because I'd kill her if she did.
Were you ever involved with a married man?
No,
Was that like a hard and fast rule?
never get involved with a man who's involved with someone else. Yeah.
You couldn't be second place anyway.
No,
could you?
no.
We'll be back with our remaining moments with Madonna on Larry King Live. Don't go away. We're back on Larry King Live with Madonna. I know of your active involvement in the AIDS, fight against AIDS, but you're also into a New York City charity, Opus, right? What is that?
Oh, well, that is
What
an
a
organization
legend
that was
she is,
started
guys. Holy
by
shit.
a woman called Roberta Gaspari Tavares. Maybe I said that wrong. Roberta, did I say that right? Who's an incredible woman that I've gotten to know this past year. She teaches violin to kids in several schools in the inner city, and she's been actively involved in campaigning to raise money so that kids can enjoy learning about art and music in schools. And unfortunately, because of all the cutbacks and in the public school systems, that's the first thing to go.
Defunding.
And personally, my
Destroying the
belief
Department
is
of
that
Education.
music
Look
and
what's
art is the
happening
most
now.
important
Holy
thing
fuck.
to teach a child. So.
Atlanta,
Never change.
Georgia.
We
Hello.
learn.
Hello. I lost my mother when I was very young, and I'm now raising children. I know that Madonna also lost her mother when she was young, and I'm wondering what difference does she think it might have made in how she's now raising her child?
Good question.
Oh, that's a really
What
good
difference
question.
it would have made to have had a mother?
Yeah, do you think, and now that you know that your mother was how old?
She was 31.
You've outlived her by 9 years, and you have
Yeah.
a child, and she had 8 children.
Yeah. Well, she had 6. My father remarried, but I mean, it's hard for me to say how it would be if my mother had lived. I'm sure I would be very different. And I think to a certain extent, I think that people that girls that grow up without mothers tend to try even harder to kind of make up for what they didn't have. And I think they make very good parents.
When you lose a parent young, I've had it happen. My father died young.
Yeah.
There's always something like missing.
Yes, you walk around with
So
a big
sad.
hole inside of you,
Yeah.
a feeling of emptiness and longing that, I think a lot of times that's why you become an overachiever. I mean, it's trying to fill up.
It's got to show.
Yeah.
Are you close with brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Your family keeps in touch. There
Oh
hasn't
yeah,
been separation.
definitely.
Do your big brothers?
They all tortured me over the holidays.
Do your big brothers? Are they still your kind of look up to them?
Well, my
a
big brothers,
cool interview, man.
they've had an interesting
Seriously, so cool.
influence, especially my oldest brother. I mean,
It's crazy seeing
he
her.
totally turned me on to the most
It's just so wild to me. I
kind
really
of
never got to see many interviews. and
subversive
stuff.
things
This is
when I
like-
was a child.
hearing
Like
her
Political
speak,
thing?
it's
well, no,
crazy.
I became a vegetarian because of my oldest brother. He used to he
beautiful.
introduced me to Charles Bukowski and Richard Brodigan, and
Oh, Poland.
I mean, they were into the whole LSD, drug culture, Mahavishnu Orchestra. I mean, I was really frightened by them, but
Frightened.
completely enamored of them as well. And they've both lived very adventurous lives.
Still do?
Yeah.
How about your sisters?
I'm very close to a couple of my sisters. I'm actually close to all of my sisters, particularly my one sister who lives in Los Angeles, and she has children, and she had children before me. And
You're a good aunt.
I'd like to think so.
Is she happily married?
She's happily married. She has an incredible family, and she's a great role model for me, even though she's my younger sister.
Aww.
You win the Grammy. Let's say you win the Grammy. I predict.
Please
Your
don't.
lips to God. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
You really want to win that, right? Well, by the way, it's no baloney. Why not want to
Why
win?
not? Exactly.
had
Of course
to-
I
Any
wanna
concert
win.
tour
Come on.
coming
Yes.
this year?
Yeah, Your Lips to God.
Are you going to have one? Or?
Yeah.
And what about another movie?
Yeah, I'm going to do a movie in April, and a couple of months, and then I'm going to rehearse to go on tour. And then I'll probably play up until
I pray
the
she goes
millennium.
on tour this year.
New Year's Eve.
What's the movie?
And I can
The movie's
see it.
called The Next Best Thing with
I
Rupert Everett.
manifested
It's my
so
co-star.
hard.
I love him.
Yeah, isn't he great?
Love you too. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
I love you too. Thanks for coming. Aw. Guys, do you know how honored I would be?
Davo by Avalera
Oh,
simplifies
motherfucker!
sales tax for your
Who is
restaurant
that?
and
Who the fuck is Davo, you fucking goon? Oh my lord. We're letting the ad play. But guys, super thankful, super grateful, super honored to be experiencing this Madonna Monday interview with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And also we watched her post for International Women's Day, which was yesterday, 2 days ago, I think, when this post. I don't know. I don't ever know how to do the math behind the days. Math gif on the screen. I'm a dumbass. But guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm very grateful for you. I hope you enjoyed this Madonna Monday. Check out the entire Madonna Monday playlist. Look at that massive, huge, gigantic, ginormous, overloaded Madonna Monday playlist. Make sure you tell me what you thought of this Madonna Monday. It's super cool. We have a possible movie to react to. We have so much coming on Madonna Monday, so please make sure that you're subscribed, share, show your other Madonna lovers, show your friends that like Madonna. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. Holy fuck! And I said lovers. That's Kylie Minogue. I'm so stupid. I'm exhausted. It's 10:10. I'm gonna probably go close my eyes for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna wake up and edit this. And guess who surprisingly woke up from her little nappy poo? Guys, it is currently 6:40 a.m. Oh my god, I'm a corpse. Z's are flying out. I am a zombie. Skull emoji. I'm really having a hard time, but also, do you know what I'm not having a hard time? Celebrating the fact that I got this Madonna reaction up. I love her. I love you. Thank you for watching. Super fun video. So many more things are coming. Make suggestions down below what you would like to see, because it is really hard not just having a set, like, we're going to do this music video. So let me know if there's anything that specifically that you want to see. And like I said, I love you. I appreciate you. The outro will play. Maybe there's bonus clips. I actually don't think there is this week, which is kind of weird. Maybe I'm just a professional bitch. But just know I love you. And thank you for watching this Madonna Monday. Love you guys. But I love you. I appreciate you. Happy Madonna Monday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you thought. What a fun interview. Larry King, what a legend. And Madonna, what a goddess. Like I said in the beginning, the goddess of music. I love you guys. Subscribe to your beefy bitch and follow her on Twitch and also TikTok. I'll put my TikTok on the screen. And then my OnlyFans down below. All of it. We got it all right there, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. And I will see you very, very soon. That kind of looks like a heart. I love you. It just doesn't stop fucking going blurry. I'm going to be furious. I love you guys. What the hell is my issue? Thank you. End the clip. Jesus. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to subscribe and follow your bitch on Twitch. I am trying so hard not to be such a messy cunt, or to be a little more appropriate, I'm trying very hard not to be a messy madam. And please make sure you subscribe. And like I said, follow your bitch on Twitch. And also, please leave a comment. I respond to every single comment, or at least I do my best to respond to every single comment. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you very, very soon. Love you.